Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are on level 4 of lesson 5. So it says debug naming variables. This program has multiple errors caused by bad variable labels. The errors prevent the program from being viewed in block mode, so the code is in the text. Below are a few rules for naming variables. And here's the thing. So when you have an error in the code, you can't switch it back to the show blocks. When you try, it says you need to correct an error in your program. So this is an opportunity for us to fix the errors. And then once we have them fixed, if you want, you can go look at it in block mode. If you want, you can keep it in text mode. Really, it's good to know how to use either way, but for beginner coders, the blocks do help. So right now, in order to get to the show blocks, we have to fix the errors. So it says below are a few rules for naming variables. Labels can't have spaces. All right, so we can see right here that that is going to be an issue on line 1. Labels can't start with a number. All right, so that's the issue with line 2. And then capitalization and spelling must be exactly the same. And so this is Y, lowercase y, uppercase L for Y location. And we can see right here that there's an issue. So, I mean, it's telling us what we need to look for, which is super helpful. So do this. Find the rule each variable label violates. Correct the errors by picking new names that follow the rules above. If your program works, it should draw the image on the right. So this ellipse right here, you should also be able to switch back to blocks mode. All right, so let's take care of this. The first order of business is that you cannot have spaces in your variables. And so to kind of help with that, what you see here is that I have turned each of the first letters of each word into an uppercase, but not the first letter of the first word. So lowercase size, uppercase O of, uppercase C circle. And what this is something called camel case, and it's something programmers use because it helps us just kind of see, okay, so here's a word, here's a word, here's a word. They're all put together because, of course, you can't use spaces. And so it's called camel case. Programmers use it. It's a good habit to get into. And so moving on to line 2, variable one dimension. So we got to fix this. You can't have a number in your variable. So I'm just going to make that the same thing. So I spelled out one, I capitalized the second word. So lowercase one, capital D dimension. And then the third one looks correct. So lowercase y, uppercase location. This is beautiful example of camel case. And then it says line 5, fill orange red. But here's the problem. All three of these variables are not actually in the code because they're misspelled or we had to fix something. So let's start with here, line 6. One dimension, we're going to change from the number 1 to actually spell it out. So now the second variable is all fixed. We're good with that. This one is the third variable. And of course, the spelling has to be the same, including punctuation, which is one of the reasons why programming is so difficult. You have to make sure everything is spelled exactly the way it needs to be spelled. You have to make sure that punctuation is exactly the way it needs to be. Spelling, capitalization, all of it, everything has to be spot on in order for programming to work. Um, so for all of the students who are watching this, this is when you go back to your English teacher and be like, look, Miss So and so, Mr. So and so, I want to be a programmer. I want to learn how to do all these really cool things. So I need you to hold me to a higher standard and make sure that I'm using my grammar correctly, using my spelling correctly, my punctuation correctly, my capitalization correctly. Like everything needs to be on point so that I am not making my journey through programming even harder. So that is my shout out to the day. English teachers, you guys are amazing, and you are helping the next generation get ready for this adventure. So, one more thing we got to fix is we changed this. We got rid of these spaces. So, capital O, capital C, there's one. And then we got to do it one more time over here. So, capital O, capital C. All right, so now it says ellipse, one dimension, Y location, size of circle, and we don't have any more errors. We don't have any red, we don't have any yellow. Um, and let's see. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up just in case. So if there are any errors, we'll see them here. Can we first, so the first test, can we switch over to show blocks? Well, yes, we can. There it is. All right. So we know that there's no more issues to debug. Now let's see if everything is set up correctly so that we get the picture that we're trying to get. We're going to click the run button, and there we go. We see our orange red circle. So this level is complete. We're going to click the orange finish button and move on to level 5. Here we go.